back to the Mountain Dwarf. Been like a day or two, but I remember this character being really strong, so we're in good shape for vaults. Not a great start though. Yeah, not a good start. No, very much not. So why? I don't know why the Guardian's not taking any damage at all. It's interesting. Does Eli? No, can't purify fragile. Hello, Raga. How are you doing today? Oh, I should not. I shouldn't have ignored that. Now Eli's mad. I think I stopped playing this character because I had gotten too strong for it to be interesting anymore. This might be hard. Yeah, I finally got the ISP out here in person, and yeah, they like replaced wiring from my house to the street, and then they sent like a bucket crew over to actually like repair the lines on the street and like figure out where all this where all this originated from, like on the line, and figured that out. So it's a lot better than it was for sure. This I should have taken this a little more seriously. Yeah. Oh, great. Alright, so it's not perfect, which isn't surprising, but it's at least better, right? There we go. Like I haven't been just constantly disconnecting, at least. So I'll take what I can get. Do I even have Singe anywhere? I know, yeah, it's on a robe, but I'm not gonna put that on. Maybe if I just... Okay, good. Apparently that wasn't enough. Like, what is... Oh, that's an interesting stat stick. And your boy Boris. Okay, what do we want to do with Boris? I think just this, right? Ow. Yeah, that hurt. think I'm that scared. Yeah, I'm fine. Not great, but like what? Take his robe as a trophy. Like, what are you gonna do with Boris? Sometimes you just gotta eat it. This isn't too bad. Yeah. I also don't, just generally, am not a huge. Stone arrows would be. Okay. I'm just generally not a huge fan of when I play a character and just don't basically ignore what they do, like what's unique about them. So like playing a Mountain Dwarf without being in heavy armor, like making use of their racial at all, or having, you know, artifacts to enchant, it's just kind of like, why? Like, why am I playing this? So I have, you know, my level of defenses that I normally do on mages, which is not much. But like, why would I need to? Okay, Mark, I don't care. Oh, now I'm remembering, I meant to do this. Repulsion is going to be better than some extra int, I think. And just trying to get... Okay, Eli's not mad anymore, that's nice. Just trying to get a new title every time. Yeah, the trunk stuff, like the trunk tournament, I was kind of waiting on Colgate to like give some feedback on that, but I haven't heard too much from him. I didn't want to, like, because I know you asked him first and like asked, like he said he would take the lead on it, so I didn't want to like step on his toes or anything, like, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, it's definitely like, it's the time pressure of it is not, it's not a big deal. Like we could knock out all 5 in like a couple days, but it's just a matter of like, at least for me, that's what I was thinking about, was like I wanted to hear from Colgate first. I'll just do this. Well, I can definitely spend some more time on it. Like, I think once I'm gonna finish this character today, and then I can start like drafting up some stuff. But yeah, like the way I kind of went about it, at least, was Like I just went through the changelog, right, and just kind of pulled out anything that might have something interesting to do. But would rather hear like basically I'd like to throw a bunch of ideas out there and then have someone else be like, all right, here's what I like, here's what's interesting to me, here's like what's kind of feasible as a challenge, or that sort of thing. What's up, Gnome? Yeah, I mean, it's a small patch, right? It's going to be a small patch. So there's not, and especially since it's not like, things are a pain with the anti-magic. Since it's not like a bunch of like new uniques or unique changes or anything, it's kind of makes the cosplay part of it a bit more difficult. I hate these things. F to pay respects. Like what? Yeah, getting some lag now. It's very exciting. So better not perfect, clearly. Boris again, all right. I mean, is there even... Yeah, I don't want to... I shouldn't eat another Orb of Destruction. It's a bad idea. So what if we just... Yeah, I wanted to get some shit in the way, but that didn't work. But yeah, so I'm well. Thinking like for the cosplay stuff, it might make sense to like just not really worry about what uniques got changed in 0.34 and try and gear it around other changes that are kind of like unique adjacent, right? Like there's the new orbs, right? So just picking, like, my idea was like picking like a unique that typically has an orb, right? Like Jeremiah or Frederick or something. Nothing changed with them, but it's kind of goddamn. Really obnoxious, honestly. But that's my thinking for what to pick, and once the even if it's not 5, right? just once the uniques are kind of nailed down, making challenges is a lot easier. So, yeah, Boris again. I don't have great tools for Boris, which sucks. What is... I don't think there's any chance. Oh, there's some. Could maybe try and pacify him, but... I don't think that's a good idea, but well... I'm kind of curious if pacifying Boris would at least prevent him from ever showing up again. I have 10 telly now. I think I had like 4 before. Okay, this first try is cool. Hopefully I never have to see Boris again now. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I don't think there's gonna be any drops that I care about at all. I just want more mana, honestly. I don't need spells at all. I could try and get Hellfire Mortar, but I just don't really care that much. Yeah, Infinite Will. Let's just do this. Oh, it doesn't actually... Oh, proportional increase. So if I just get like 10 extra mana from Divine Vigor, it doesn't just give me mana. That's good to know. It makes this a lot worse then. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just... I've died to these stupid things before. If they just decide to keep rolling the crystal shot, like you can't really outrace them, right? They're doing like 100 plus damage per shot. Can kind of just... Maybe not. You just RC. Not doing as well in vaults as I thought I would. And also definitely experiencing more lag than I have in the past like week or so since things got looked at. So pretty poor timing. I picked it up at some point, didn't notice. No LRD. I don't know if. Yeah, LCS. Like you could. Yeah, 97%. I probably should have Bombard, but it's like my issue with Bombard is like it's lower accuracy than Stone Arrow. Really, the lag is still bad. God damn. Like I'm not getting yelled at by Streamlabs or Twitch or anything about like a bunch of dropped frames. Really unfortunate, but I don't know if it's still noticeably bad. I may just switch to like FiOS, right? Like fiber optic, because I'm on a traditional cable network right now, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe fiber would just be more stable generally. I don't know. I don't understand the technology well enough. The ring is something, at least. If I did this and switch this to that, it's not so bad. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think I'm going to wear the scales, ultimately. But I'd rather do slime first before crypt, so. I guess randomly, if anyone knows or like has experience with the difference between fiber optic and like cable internet, I would be interested to know. Because like I've heard Draconius mention internet issues once or twice, but he's on Starlink, I think, which I would think would be like way more likely to have issues, right? Because it's satellite internet. But if satellite internet is gonna perform better, like that is a pretty bad indictment of cable, I think. Yeah, like he's not like in he's not in an area where like he's got options and is choosing to be on like choosing to be on satellite for, you know, whatever reason. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gnome is like, I don't think you choose satellite internet as your first choice, right? You take it because that's what you can get. But if that, and you know, I've watched his stream, he didn't have nearly the level of issues that I've experienced, which are a bit better now. But you know, clearly, you guys are still experiencing some noticeable lag. So this all to say, like, if I would be better off with satellite internet, like I might as well just get FiOS, right? But also, like, I don't know if it's like my service area, if it's because I'm not in the middle of nowhere. I'm not in like the middle of a city, but it's not nowhere. Sub jelly. Fiber by far the most reliable. Yeah, that's what my gut is saying. Like just the technology upgrade. Chat is taking a long time to show up. Okay. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but so is it choppy? It's saying I've got no dropped frames, so that's something. Stream quality good, whatever. But is it choppy or is it just like on a delay? Or is there a disconnect between like the audio and video? Like, do those seem desynced or? Because like I'm not an IT guy, right? I can only do so much. Okay, so the chat lags. Okay. But it's not just an unwatchable mess because it's constantly all over the place. But if that's the case, I can at least try and look into something I could do about that. I don't know if there is anything, but I've never looked at that. I can at least look at it. So what, did we get anything that matters? That's an okay ring. That I don't care about. I think we got phantom mirror out of that. Nothing really significant. So we'll just drop the crap we're not ever gonna wear. We're not wearing the hat over an enhancer, I don't think. Earth we might use, but we're not an air guy. We're not really a conj guy. Regular pause, regular hardcore, no. Flight, no. Okay, and like I'm not gonna be throwing stuff most of the time. Okay, so now we'll go deal with crypt. Not that I have like better RN options, and maybe we did not find LRD and all that. So curse skulls are still going to be a problem, I think. Is there anything I can do? Anything I can do with curse skulls? Yara's might be worth getting. We can at least like get rid of whatever it spawns, and that'll do some damage to it. And I have a hex manual too, so let's just grab Yara's and go from there. Alright, like everything's gonna have RC, but just regular RC. It's because they're clumped. Still, I'm not good enough to melee a ghoul with a staff. That's good to know. I'll not try that anymore. I have plenty of will, so this isn't. But they can get out of hand. Yeah, I'll just. Maybe Crypt's not worth it. I mean, the entrance. Well, it's. Yeah, I could get Blink. That would be good for just for this shitty entrance. Can get Apportation and Blink. Yeah, we'll just get that really quick. Help us just get past this shitty start. Hi Tom. Let's see. I have Hellfire Mortar. I could go that route. I already have Fire and Earth. So just be getting a good amount of Forgecraft, and I could get Ignition eventually. That might be a good route to go. But like immediate impact stuff, like this is weird, but I'm gonna grab Sticky Flame. Most people don't like Sticky Flame, but in here, because I don't have See Invis, I think it's worth grabbing. Yeah, and it doesn't just kill stuff immediately, but it's like efficient if you have time to just kind of stand there and melee something. It's a good option. All right, there's the real test. Yara's is up-ish. Actually, I remember they have a really weirdly high chance to be pacified by Eli, and that this is what I did last time I played Eli. Right, you just do that, and they're just off the table. Yeah, nobody ever explained to me that like Eli's main ability is actually just an instant kill smite targeted like attack, right? Oh, they're a healer. They help you heal stuff, and they instantly just kill shit like with impunity. It's really wild. Yeah, and the stuff it works on is also like it's not right. Like I could just get rid of him, right? And he's now just instantly he's off the table, right? Juggernaut is not a good thing though. But again, no, they're mindless, so Eli's not gonna help. So I'm just gonna get away a little bit. And we can do that too. Yeah, it's pretty much all gotta be permafrost. Yeah, you'd think, but then yeah, there's some, I feel like there's some degree of, you know, sensibility to it, where, like, you know, the good gods are basically anti-undead. So, God, this thing is such a pain. I feel like it's not a great option, but Sticky Flame can at least do something. But yeah, high invo Eli, you can just, a lot of problems you can just delete. Right, it'll work on, works best on living things, and then I think it's, so like the easiest thing to pacify is like a living animal, right? Like living intelligence are harder to do, so if you're trying to do like an intelligent undead, I guess demons are probably the hardest, but it's still, what is the, like this is human intelligence and undead, right? So it's got like extra resist chance, and it's still like 60% chance to just one-shot it, right? And it costs very little piety. So low-key Eli, really weirdly strong. I did not expect that. No. This is the trouble with this crap. You just not gonna approach me. Okay, whatever. Yeah, and I'm not gonna wear the robe. Maybe I should. Like I'd rather have RF and RC, honestly. Alright, there is your boy Frederick. So like this, you know, shows up with an orb every time, and he's got access to the new ones. So I think he'd be like a good option for crawl cosplay. But let's just, all right. So 27% for Eli pacify. I'm assuming it like scales. It scales down with higher HD. But let's shut him up. Yeah, he's not in good shape. And I'm trying to get the Eli title, so I'm just gonna keep going with that because I don't want to think about which skill is highest. I just want to stop thinking about it. VV, that's not good. So just, yeah, they're uninterested completely. Is it because they're, yeah, they're non-living, that's why. So I think just non-living stuff is basically, and mindless things, I think. But that's not much, right? And it's also not much of what's actually threatening in the game. So let's, no, not quite. Now I'm feeling some lag. Yup. Great. Back to this bullshit. It's really exciting. Yeah, I did get Yara's. I guess I could use it on like the invis thing, but I'm just bailing. VV's just not, yeah, just not something you want to take with a big crowd like that. Or at least I don't feel strong enough to. Yeah, can't even silence them, and it's just a ton. It's a ton of health. Like I don't have great options for them. They can't see invis, but that like doesn't make a huge difference for me. And so we'll try this, maybe with Divine Vigor mana. Okay. Yeah, like I didn't want to burn Brilliance, but I knew I couldn't kill them with like a regular mana bar. Yeah, invisibility, very good generally. It's got the like invisibility issue. Well, this is my issue with invisibility, is it doesn't work the way you would think invisibility in a game would work. Like you would think something wouldn't be able to like target you anymore, or find you, or like cast targeted spells at you. Not the case. You're very much not safe from that stuff. So it doesn't feel right when you use invis and then are like just constantly being hit by something. You're like, well, I'm invisible. How can you be hitting me when you can't see me? No. really not good in melee. I mean, I should be using, if I'm doing this, I should be using Oz armor, but also I just shouldn't be doing it. So maybe if we went to the Earth Staff, might be a lot better in melee. You know, the cold damage isn't going to do much to undead. Iron Giant Zombie, that's why this is such a painful experience. Yeah, it's not even worth the mana to use Ozra Fridge, really. Shrike. Okay. Excuse me. There you go. Yeah, we'll just... You can't be stuck. Just get out of all that. Maybe should be getting mortar. Maybe that shores up a hole in our kit. I mean, 7 fire, 12 earth. It wouldn't take very long to get it up, I don't think. Yora's. Yeah, we'll go for mortar. 25 is plenty in info. Orbs. We've got entropy, so nothing scary. Big fan of the new crypt shop, though. I went to crypt in a normal game anyways, but now it's like, I feel like you're really missing out if you just don't come here. Shield of Ignorance. We're definitely going to pivot to shields now. now that I can use almost anything. This is a shame. I would normally expect to see like a double RN ring, but like maybe the scales. It's probably worth getting, honestly. I mean, regen 2 on top of that. We'll probably end up getting that. I don't have enchant armor scrolls to get it up even further, but that's fine. Where? Over here? Somewhere? Yeah, I want the little secret area. Yeah, we have to wake it up, so. Yeah, I mean, it's just being able to do that is really nice. Okay, that's big staff. That's a huge staff, honestly. So maybe we're a fire dude now? We could get ignition. Yeah, we might do that. I mean, the staff is really good, but I don't know what else it really opens up for us. And the double enhancer is really important for permafrost and fridge. Okay. If you could calm down. This single enchant armor. Okay. Is it worth it? Maybe. Potion? I think we've got plenty of dig. Yeah. Grab that. And that. Okay. Good on that. Now just depth time. Maybe we might get like mortar and ignition up by like vaults 5. So I'd be pretty happy with that. Yeah, we're not going to get to Firestorm, but ignition and mortar are certainly possible. And then that makes the new staff we got a lot more sensible. RN from a different element, because this isn't, you know, you get stuff with RC and you're just kind of screwed. So let's, you know, get some Forgecraft. I don't know if we're gonna go all the way to 12. Not immediately. Okay. Sup, Norris? That's a bad combo. Norris and a ghost. No, there's no way he's not like amphibious, right? Yeah, resistant to drowning. So we'd have to use a scroll if we wanted to silence him, and I don't even think that's a good idea. 31% to just kind of delete him. There we go. All right, not so bad. All right, it's not a great, not necessarily a great, okay. Like a great odds on just these things. Yeah, I figured. It's not really great odds on just one-shotting a unique with heal other, but just that you have that option potentially is really, really nice. These fucking things. Whoops. Just 1 million evasion too. Let's try that. Yeah, it's also just a weird consumable tax. Alright, at least it's fucking confused now. I should, yeah. Oh, I have a manual too. That's gonna make this a lot easier. Yeah, we'll get that. I don't care about fighting so much, but these scales, I think these are the way to go ultimately. So we'll just grab them. If we somehow stumble across a ton of enchant armor, we can get it up. Yeah, I don't need the RNR core. We'll get rid of that. Much rather have Arlec. So yeah, this isn't gonna hurt our casting in any kind of way. So what does this look like? Would like RF. We could do that. I do want all that will too. Maybe RFR core, and then I think we have one in everything. Yeah, everything but RN, but that's fine. And now we get more AC and and a regen on top, so we'll just do that. We could get second regen from the dissipate amulet, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay. Yeah, here's where that fire would be nice. This actually pushed our refrigerate down significantly. Not happy about that. 33%, yeah, I'll just okay. So I'll just spend all my piety trying to do that. I don't want any fail chance on fridge. More than I want to get Hellfire Mortar. Okay. Alright, not a big deal. Would be nice. Oh, that was fire. Oh, I meant that. Really hate that about permafrost. It's just letting you cast it with nothing in range without a warning or anything. So Jobo. At this point, it's just hubris is the only real danger. This hogged island, or yeah, the one little baby Hellion. Back down to 1%. Okay, good. So that. Keep going with Forgecraft. Hey, Wormbane! Everyone loves Wormbane. Might even use that just for fun. But let's grab Mortar. Luckily the miscasts on it just aren't a big deal. Which is pretty much the case for all the Forgecraft spells, which is another nice thing about them. You can kinda fairly safely cast them before you kinda should be. Like here, I'll just I'm not worried about this hosing me. I probably should be. Yeah, I have a million ammo, so let's do something like that. Yep, that works. Yep. All the way down to 17. So we'll probably finish the Forgecraft manual and then just put everything else in fire to get ignition up. Fine, we'll just reset. Really? Is just gonna go forever? Yeah, this is kinda like, this is the reason why mana regen is not, at least to me, it's just not that significant, right? Even on mages, because you can just do this. Like, there's no, like, there's very little to be gained from it if you're kind of playing, if you're playing safely, right? So if you're just taking things piecemeal, like you probably should be overall, you just don't, right? Mana regen doesn't matter. Literally, we'll never finish this manual. That's why oftentimes I'll end up, like, I'll just ignore mana regen. Literally, just finish it. There we go, finally. But I usually won't end up in MP regen on a caster for that reason. Silence now. definitely helps in like weird situations like that. It's almost, we're almost done with the floor. Yeah. No, nothing interesting. We'll just try somewhere else. Yeah, mortars at 6. But I'm still, until I get ignition up, I'm not gonna switch staves, whatever. But I think it has, yeah, it has 2 will, so it lets me switch the ring to an int ring. This one probably. So that's nice. Close actually, so we'll, yeah, 5 amnesia. What? All right, we'll get rid of a bunch of stuff. Don't need sandblast. The boulder we're not using. And we'll drop OTR and ignite. It's just a hugely unnecessary with ignition. I doubt Eli cares if you hit Forgecraft allies. Yep. Okay. Nothing interesting. And vaults 5 times. We are up to 16% on ignition. Let's see what. Okay, so if I do this and do this, where are we at? 8%. I could do wizardry too, if I really cared that much. I don't think it's necessary. So we'll keep that. I'm not that happy about resists overall though. Magic pause, I'm fine with that. The brilliance though, these these are gonna be really good. We'll take cancel too. And I don't know why. Like I normally just snatch up blink as soon as I see it. I have no idea why that one's sitting there. 2% hellfire. Ignition's at 96% power. 2 RF. Yeah, we'll just go explode vaults real quick. 4 will. It's just cold. Or like gold dragon breath. That would be a little annoying. We could wear Wormbane just for fun, but no, I don't care about any of that. So let's just do this. Hello, Berserk. Okay. And this is my favorite part of the game. Do this for fun too, and just do that. Yeah, I guess I had not found Berserk yet, but that's the last potion I'm like actually gonna find, I guess. Yeah, we can do this. Please don't dispel my buffs. Okay, you come with me. Do that. Okay, is there... No, just like actually make any sort of difference, but I just like the way this one looks better. Yeah, more ignition. I shouldn't really need anything now. I mean, I'm probably gonna get immediately locked from the stairs, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. And that's why. Just kind of do this a bunch. Just try and get ignition down to nothing. RC do you have? My god. Oh yeah, I'm still at 70% with the fire staff. That's crazy. Nobody. Okay. I just one-shot them with fridge. That's funny. Yeah, what do you have? You do have double RC, so I don't know why you got spooked by that. Corrosive bolts. Okay, we've got our core. Oh, you've got another life in you. Okay. We could have just one-shot you with Eli, but it's whatever. Sludge. When we don't have our poise, it's annoying. If I leave, he's gonna get all his stupid lives back. So yeah, let's. All right. Fine. Be that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. What a pain in the ass. He should not be. He just shouldn't be a problem at this point. It's annoying. I'm gonna hunt his ass down. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to go. Annoying. Up. Hello? Oh, disjunction, neat. Very fun effect, especially when it keeps keeps getting reapplied. It's funny. All right, we're fine. Turbo Joro Gumos, yeah, they're really surprisingly dangerous. Especially coming out of progenitors. Because they'll... Like, the longer you kind of fight them, the worse off you end up being. And when they're hasted, they can just quickly get to that point where, like, okay, you're webbed and now you can't evade. Okay, and now they're poisoning you and potentially paralyzing you. And they don't have, like, really insignificant melee. They're already fast, so it's just... And a lot of, you know, it's common to not have much, if any, RN, so they get out of hand. I've definitely died to them from a progenitor before. Sometimes the stuff that comes out of them is weird, just really weirdly dangerous. Aces, don't care. Whiz ring, don't care. repair 100% on ignition. And it's probably just going to be, well, no. We'll actually get armor now since we have armor on the Shadow Dragon scales. Rune, yeah, we don't need that. Oh no, a mark. Let's kind of do some goofy shit. Yeah, with this much fire now, the melee on the staff has gotten pretty good. So what do we have? We're not wearing the Bane. Yeah, we finally got the first acquirement. Boots of Earth. Excellent. What are we dropping? We're gonna take that off. I really wish you could, well, double RN. I really wish you could actually like spec or like specify which darts you wanted, right? Because like at a certain point, like half the darts are completely useless, and like I still want Disjunction and Curare, but you know, the other ones I really have no use for. Let's just see. A bunch of garbage. Well, there's LRD, but like, why? I'm not sure what I would really need it for in Za. But I mean, there's nothing I need to buy, so the gold is also kind of pointless. So whatever, we'll grab it. It's better with the boots. Yeah, I'll lose the AC for that. Happy to have even more permafrost and mortar damage. Like mortar's at 95, ignition's at 100. And we can just. Do I care about Bombard? No, I really don't. Okay, this is looking pretty good now. We'll keep going with armor, get X's a little further. But shouldn't have any real issues here. Yeah. Just grab the manual before I forget about it. And would like to get the Bringer of Life title. So I'm gonna try not to use Piety if I can avoid it. I should do something about my resists though. Got RF and Will from here, which is good. want RC and our poise. That, yeah, we're getting rid of that ring. Yeah, we're finally gonna put on the regen neck, because that's just like free our poise, and again, I don't really care about the mana regen. I care a lot more about the R poise, and just the HP regen is nice. So we don't have a single artifact RC ring. It's disappointing. We're not gonna go back to leather armor. What does it look like if we go back to a cold staff? 2 will. That's not really acceptable. So we could do that instead of int, but now we're not as strong. I mean, 90% refridge, 69 ignition. This at least looks better to me. So we'll just try this for a bit. If it goes horribly, we can adjust. Yep. That's why I like having RN. Have to put the RNR core ring on. Is that going to be more useful than the RF? Whatever, we'll try that. Maybe we just do... Maybe we just staff swap for resists. Reckless is half SH. It's half SH. Oh. Okay, so in between the time I got this mutation and now, it looks like this got buffed, basically. It was just no SH. You're not allowed to have any. Doesn't matter what's going on. You just get none. Now it's half SH and extra damage with 2-hand. So not as bad, but like it is part of the reason why I didn't get a shield, but yeah, let's for fun. Double potion duration, good. I don't want the wand thing though. Shield's okay. AC. We're not doing the scroll thing. Well, there's Reckless again, but there's our poise. I don't care about the ally stuff. Okay, spell power. Happy to have that. And passive mapping doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna revel every single level from now on. There's the dreaded Jorogumo. Not to be trifled with. See, just immediately get netted, right? And then, right? Like I'm already, I'm in a very bad situation just because of that one Jorogumo net. Yeah, what do I even want to do now? That's not good. I'll do this. Right, so now it's got... Right, so it's got Curare poison. So now I'm slow, even through our poise. It could paralyze me too, and I could just die. So, there's something in Viz here too. Great. Do that real quick. And now I think it's right now we switch for the synv magic pot. Okay. Yeah, hasted Jorogumo. Very much a threat, even at the very end of the game. Yeah, I do have a couple brilliance, but several magic too. There's also just, well, not just, but the melee on hit from the attunement orb is really significant. Toe. Nope. So we do have one RN for this stupid thing, but I just, you know, just get away from it entirely. Shoutouts, stealth. And you're immune to fire, which is kind of odd, but. I think it's just swapping staffs for resists, right? I still have 2 resist pots, but I don't care about like min-max, like getting not an exactly correct amount of will. I would rather have like 6 pips. But well, this is at 4. There's 2 from there. Yeah, we'll just keep that in mind, I guess. All these miscasts. Bunch of 1%. Excuse me. Thank you for the mana. Feeling the lag now. Hello. Cute little closet. This, yeah, it's not worth swapping for like spell power anymore. Just a resist thing. Alright, fighting's done. I just like rounding stuff out. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, just gonna be very tabby. Mighted Hasted Hydra, though. Like, again, this stuff does not mess around. Just very suddenly, you know, have to use your instant one-shot, low piety god ability. Really a shame. Ooh, finally an orb. Okay. We've got some resists for it. There's no way, yeah, there's no way we can do that. But it's not gonna do anything goofy through these guys, so we'll just, yeah, just reset. And let's try and explore consciously now. There you are. Okay. I don't care about the Bane, right? Bane doesn't worry me. But what's gonna be the most damage I can do? Yeah. Even though I don't care about the Bane, like best practice, just put something in the way. And like it's I mean 2 turns, like these things are kind of underwhelming, I guess I'll say. Just make sure there's not 2 or something. Okay, we're good. Yep, nothing to worry about. See, something like this can happen, and you're suddenly in extreme danger, right? So let's just do that. You guys, not super worried about. Dream Sheep, though, that's a nasty surprise. And I'm still in the good cloak. No more enchant armor. I don't... Do I care about anything at this point? Like, do we just... I think we just do that. Well... We could put points in translocations to get POG, but... Very unworried. 7 blank. Alright, almost done. Yeah. How... What's the range on it right now? It's already at 5. Okay, we'll just... We'll finish these and then just put the rest in translocations. Just grab that. Cute little like kill hole already set up. So it's disconnected. Okay. Okay. One last quick peek. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So we're not going left. Right it is. Nothing I want to do. Haste, Brilliance, Resist. I wish Resist gave RN. Get more max MP from Eli. I want to like... Okay, I think that's what I thought it would be. No, Gazarin, you just need to do one. So, like with the way Zod is now, they made it so at least both lungs can't be blocked like that, or you just can't... Like, you just can't walk over it. And you only have to kill one Tesseract, so you just pick a side. Typically the one that's not trapped, and then go from there. And yeah, they have no real resists. A good amount of regen, but like, I can just do this. And there. Right, we're good. So they're not really, I mean, this was a pretty, yeah, this is a pretty tame lung. So that's a big part of it. But the Tesseract itself, yeah, mortar over traps to block, great tech. Really, really strong stuff. And like you can do this too, right? Like you can just completely block the path over to the bottom half of the lung. So only, you know, only something with flying or blink or, you know, something silly can actually get to you. But yeah, that's just mortar, right? Mortar's just very, very cheesy in that way. Like you can do a bunch of goofy stuff like that with it. No, so as soon as you kill one, they both die. Tesseract almost destroyed. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you feel the reach of Zot diminish. That's, I guess, that's like the message, I guess, when you kill one, and at least it indicates that both are off. But just for, you know, just for completeness. I'll just full clear the lungs and just go to the other Tesseract, just to, because like it's got a ghost still kind of on the map because it hasn't redrawn that area, but it's definitely dead. Just check out this side. Mage start 1-1. Fulsome Fusillade, yeah. Fusillade is really, really, really good. Oh no, Doom. Anyway. Fusillade, really good. Like Alchemy in general, really good. It's just getting to that point, right? Because you have nothing basically. I mean, if you enjoy Bog, sure, but it's basically just irradiate until you get Fusillade, right? At least for me, because I don't care for Bog. So Fusillade, amazing spell. Genuinely really, really good. It's just, you know, kind of holding out from irradiate to that point is a bit, oh no, petrify. Hanging out with just irradiate to that point can be a little sketchy. But you can see the, you know, Tesseract's not there anymore. And also just, yeah, mages versus melee in general, you're just gonna have an easier time on a mage. That's just the state of things. Hello. Okay. You're not fucking around, I guess. Well, we can... There's no real reason to be conservative, but... and can I... Yeah, I can just take the drain off with Eli. I don't know why I didn't do that. Orange demon? And closet again. It's... Yeah, we're really far. I was gonna dig, but it's just too... It's too much running. Hello. So Doom, not a big deal most of the time, but it's like mutations, right? You can low roll into something awful at an inopportune time and lose because of it. Like if you're in like lair and you get doomed, you know, semi-instantly by a raven because they're 200% speed, and get like the manifold assault one on hydras, like you're gonna have a bad time. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Kaji. See ya. One last guy that wants hands. Curious, what is... Okay, so you can't do... Maybe you just can't do a Panlord in general with Eli, but... We'll just use them all. It's fine. But that's it for that. Not a bad run after the very beginning. Like before Lair, this game was an absolute nightmare. Once we got like, I think in Lair or thereabouts, we found OTR and Ignite Poison, and then Permafrost and Osrefridge, and by then it was much easier. But the early game had some fun stuff. But this is number 9 in a streak, which is nice. My best is 11. So trying to break that. Trying to also just get every... We're trying to do a tournament streak where you can't repeat anything, but also trying to get every god as well at the same time. Didn't like set out with that goal, and I used Oka twice, but this gets Eli out of the way. So gonna keep working on this, try and stay on the stats leaderboard if I can. I might start something else later today. But until then, I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. I think the early game at least was very interesting. Like by layer and past that, we ran through the game. Get a little harder at the end, but not bad. But that'll be it for me for now. Thanks for coming to hang out, y'all. Raga, Gnome, and Switch, Tom, Gazarin. Appreciate you guys stopping by and keeping me company. Yeah, I might do something again later today, but gotta think about what I want to play. So till I see y'all next time, take care.